Hello everyone and welcome back to the Long Dark, where we are standing exactly where we ended last time. And I think we're going to have to wait. As much as I hate to do that, I do not want to wander around on the outside again during the night. So we'll just wait for 6 hours or so, and we are slowly healing while we do this. I'm pretty confident at this point that we have healed enough that if we did take a wolf attack, we'd probably survive, especially with that hatchet we picked up in this house. So I feel a little bit more confident than I did. We'll just drink some more sodas. And if we ever get above the water threshold that we need to win the challenge, then we will start drinking our water instead. But for now, we still have lots more water to get before we hit the 25 liters we need. And so for now, I will just drink sodas. Which is how most Americans view the world, I suspect. Like, I have water, but I'll just drink sodas. Yeah. The wife and I went for, about 6 months where we removed all sodas from our diet, and we were trying to lose weight at the time, and we both lost about 30 pounds. But we didn't just stop drinking sodas. We were also tracking all our calories and walking a little bit more and eating a lot of fish and a lot of white meat, chicken and a little bit of pork. And we both lost 30 pounds, and it really wasn't that hard. We have started drinking sodas again. We've stopped measuring our calories and everything like that. And we have not gained any weight back, which is good. But we also aren't losing anymore. Now, I'm at the goal that I want to be at. My wife has mentioned wanting to lose a little bit more. I'm sure she would like to do that, but we're not trying that hard at the moment. We probably will again in a couple months here, or maybe even sooner, depending on how much she wants to lose a couple more pounds. We'll see. It's really going to be up to her. If she comes to me and is like, okay, we're going on a diet starting right now, then that's what we'll do. If she doesn't do that, then we probably never will. So, and I'm at my goal weight, so I'm fine with that. I am more concerned that we are happy and enjoying our lives, especially given that our anniversary was just a couple days ago. And as long as we're relatively healthy, I'm happy. We will see. Now, Mark Mir here, even though so this character actually has a name in the game. I forget what it is off the top of my head, but he does have a name. There's a wolf out there, 2 wolves actually, right behind one another. He actually has a name in the game. I don't remember what it is, but canonically he does have a name. But I'm gonna call him Mark Mir for now, because I can. Hello, Mark. He probably does not have a diet problem at the moment. In fact, his diet problem is probably that he doesn't have much of a diet at all. And he would probably like that to change. But we're not going to change it too much because we do need to stockpile a lot of our food to win the challenge. So he's unfortunately going to get to eat a lot less than he'd probably like. I don't actually see much in this direction. I was hoping there'd be like another cabin or two down here, but I haven't seen any yet. I don't know. We'll go explore it. We're not getting... Oh, I was going to say we're not getting cold. We actually are. 3 pips at a time. That surprises me, considering when we were out in the wind earlier, we were only losing 2 pips at a time. I expected to be in this nice weather, but it must be cold. Which makes sense in a way. I think I've talked about this before, but when it's foggy, it actually tends to be warmer. And during that windstorm, it was kind of misty and foggy out as well. I'm coming up here to grab this, or to search this corpse here. Let's see what's in here. Anything? Nope. Well, that was kind of a waste. But I did get a crow feather. I mean, not that the crow feather is helpful for our mission, for our challenge. But maybe at some point I will make a bow and arrow and start hunting to fulfill our calorie requirements for the challenge. In that case, these crow feathers will indeed come in handy. You can tend to find crow feathers very reliably at corpses, because that's where the crows are circling. So just look for those crows circling, and not only will you find a nice corpse to loot, whether it is a deer or a human, but you will also be able to grab some feathers. Now, we should keep an eye out, and I've been doing a very poor job of this, should keep an eye out for some birch or maple saplings. The earlier I can grab those, the better, especially now that I have the hatchet, I can actually chop them down, so we can start them drying. Again, the longer we're in this challenge, the harder it's going to be, so the earlier we can manage to get things like a bow or a rifle or something like that, that we can start hunting with, the better. And I am going to check out this car. First of all, hopefully we'll be able to warm up a little bit, and secondly, hopefully there's something cool in it. Let's see. Nothing in the hood, unsurprisingly. How are we doing in here? Okay, we're not losing heat, but we're not gaining heat either. That's fine. We'll just hang out.
What have we
Oh,
here?
matches. That's our first matches we found, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Usually I find a lot of matches, and I'm unused. Ooh! Look at that! Another hunting knife. 78%. Now, our hunting knife we currently have, I believe, was in decent quality. Oh, we're kind of getting cold. Oh, that's why we're getting cold so fast. We're getting wet. Oh. Well, that's brutal. Alright, we need to get out of the weather. We do have a pry bar, so I can force this open. Oops. I always forget to hold the mouse down after I finish forcing it open, but nothing in there. Okay, we need to get out of the weather. We need to get out of the weather fast, because the problem is not so much that we're getting cold, but that we are wet, and that's going to be very, very hard on us. Oh, look at all the deer out there. There's like 4 deer in a formation. We could run out to that fishing hut and start a fire in it. That is an option. And actually might be the best way to get out of this weather. Let's stick close to this pile of snow here on the left-hand side. Try to get some windshield. Hopefully that'll also protect us from getting wet quite as fast as we currently are. And there is a cabin up here. I can see it through the trees right about there. So I think we will run for that instead of the fishing hut, and hopefully there is a fireplace. If not, we can go out to this fishing hut that just came into view, right here on the left-hand side, because it will almost certainly have a boiler in it. Not a boiler, a fire pit. Or whatever you want to call it, like a fire boiler thing. Actually, you know what? That's closer than that house, and I'm worried about getting frostbite. Let's just go to this fishing hut. And hopefully it does have one of those fireplaces in it. We are moving very slowly now because we're getting very cold. Look how slowly we're moving, jeez. We do have wood on us. I hate to use it, again, because we do need that for our challenge. But, given the choice, we will use the reclaimed wood over the hardwood, because I think the reclaimed wood is going to be much easier to get long-term. Cut up chairs and tables and benches for the reclaimed wood. The hardwood, you actually have to go out and chop down trees, which is a little bit more dangerous. And I think the reclaimed wood is just easier to get. Alright, cool. We do have a potbelly stove. That's what it's called. We do have some accelerant. I'm willing to use that. Don't want to use the lamp oil, but the accelerant is fine. And we'll use some reclaimed wood. And while we're here...
That should help warm things up.
Let's put in... Ooh, we are actually out of... You know, I'm going to have to put some firewood in because we are out of reclaimed wood. So there you go. I could have put the book in because we don't actually need that, but for now at least, I'm still reluctant to do so. We should warm up quite quickly in here, I would hope. I would love to be able to fish to get some extra calories, but I don't think we have a line and hook. Maybe we do, I don't know. Let's check our inventory. Do we have a line and hook? Let's see. That would be under tools, probably. We have a line. We do not have a hook. Okay, so that's unfortunate for us. And I don't think we're capable of making one without a workbench. Let's see here. Campcraft? No, where was that? Was that just under our journal? I think it was. Yes. Oh. Apparently not. Oh, okay, it was... For some reason, bugged slightly right there. Okay, yeah, we're missing the hook, and there's no way to make hooks right here. Now, we could make some tinder plugs if we wanted while we're waiting. And we can make an old man's beard dressing. Let's make that. While we're doing this, we'll heat up. We did lose some of our health. Oh, we can make bandages from cloth. I forgot about that. Let's do that. That's what the cloth will be useful for. Very nice. That makes me feel a lot better having those. I'm glad we grabbed all that cloth now. We could also probably work on repairing some of our clothes while we're here. How long does the fire have? 21 minutes? Let's go ahead and just add the last block of firewood we have here. We will get more later, I'm sure. And let's check out our clothes. I would love to repair a couple of these things, especially this one. Let's repair that. 40% repair, 70% success rate. That should be fine. Okay, good. We healed our frostbite risk while we were doing that. Let's see. Yep, we'll repair our socks here. That won't help a lot, but every little bit counts. And I'd definitely like to repair the shoes, but I probably wouldn't repair these. I think they're probably the worst shoes we have. The trail boots are probably the way to go. They just currently are listed as being lower because they're a lower percentage. But let's harvest these tennis shoes that were at 0%. Okay, and the fire did go out, so we are getting cold again. Look at all these deer. I'd love to take one of them out, but we don't have a weapon to do so with. Let's go to this cabin I saw, or this group of cabins, actually, it turns out. I don't see any wolves. That's good. We are getting tired. Let's see if we can get through the day. And if we can get through the day, get to the night, and then we'll sleep then, and regain some of that HP back. I would also like to finish repairing our clothes. That would be nice. There is sometimes a wolf around this area. I feel like I say that about every area. I probably do say that about every area. But I didn't see one right now, so. Oh, I probably should have mapped. You know what? As much as I hate to do it. I only seem to remember that I should be mapping right when I go inside. We only have 2 charcoal, so we can't do this too many more times, but there we go. Every little bit helps. Okay. Some reclaimed wood right off the bat, and some more stuff we can break down for reclaimed wood if we want to. Nice. Rifle cartridge. That will help. We need 10 of those, remember? And hopefully we'll find more than 10 so that I can use some to hunt with or to defend myself. Huh, not much in here, though. Maybe we could break down for some wood. We probably should. An hour for 6 reclaimed wood? That's probably fine. Let's do it. We're gonna need it eventually, and I'm out of wood at the moment. So, willing to go out of my way to get some so that we can light a fire. Hopefully in one of these cabins that has a fire pit.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yep, I hear ya. Drink some more sodas. And we probably should actually eat something, as much as I'm reluctant to. Let's go take a look at our inventory and see what's about to go bad. We got raw rabbit, don't want to use that. 25% pork and beans, might not be bad. More raw venison. That fish. Sardines. Yeah, there's so many things I don't really want to eat because they're worth a lot of calories, but that's probably very silly of me. I do need to survive, of course, in order to beat the challenge, and that's going to be hard if I refuse to eat anything because I'm too busy worried about saving it to finish the challenge. We are also moving extremely slowly because we are overweight. So that would be sound logic for showing up back at the Kwanzaa garage shortly, so we can drop off some of this stuff. Just check out all these cabins real quick. And hopefully one of them will have a bed we can sleep in. Oh yeah, I think they all do, actually. First aid kit? Sure. What's in you?
That'll come in handy.
Water purification tablets. Yeah, that might be very handy, actually. Especially if we're getting close to having everything and all we're missing is some water. We can just melt some snow and then shove some water purification tablets in it, and that'll solve our problem. That's unlikely to be the thing we're missing last. At the moment, the thing we're missing last might be the rifle. But assuming we find a rifle, I don't know what it will be. Probably will not be water, though. It's so easy to get water. It might be hardwood. The last thing we are doing in this challenge, assuming we survive that long, might be going out and
Come in handy.
might be going out and chopping down some trees. Pinnacle peaches and sardines. Nice container there for us. Anything in the crate? Nope. We're moving very slowly now. We're quite overweight. I'll check in a moment and see if there's anything that I don't really care about that we can drop. But chances are in this game, there's never stuff you don't mind. You don't mind dropping. You're usually quite attached to everything you are holding, and I would suspect that the same thing's gonna be true here. I mean, I could drop the bedroll, but that seems kind of silly. I could tear apart some of my clothes. That's an option. Yeah, we're very overweight. I'd like to get to this last cabin. I think that's going to be my goal here. Let's get to this last cabin. I think there was only one left. That may not be true. Let's see. Yeah, one cabin. No wolves. Nope, there's another deer right there. I have not yet determined if the deer are as shifty as the rabbits. There's a corpse out there of some sort. Might be a deer carcass that a wolf hunted or something. Oh, there's a crafting bench back here. Look at that.
Could end up
More
being
matches.
useful.
Can we make a hook? No, we don't have any scrap metal. Darn. We haven't found any scrap metal. Ooh, a mountaineering rope, though. That might be handy. As heavy as it is. And it's very heavy. Mountaineering ropes will let you get up very specific areas on the map. And some of those can be quite nice. It's really heavy, though. We might not be able to carry that around. We're probably above 50 kilograms now, which is way too much for poor Mark to handle. Okay, cool. Some food and a newspaper. Nice. Now, he is tired, and that could be contributing to it, but chances are this is just too much for him to carry regardless. Okay, take some aerosol there. Nothing under the beds. Alright, so... Oh, there are some lockers over here, though. And if they need to be pry barred, no problem. We do have our pry bar with us.
What have we here?
Wool scarf, cool. And a new sweatshirt. Okay, so we do have a little bit of light remaining, and for the time that we have that light, I would like to do some repairs. So the question is, what do we want to keep out of all this? Because they have a lot of clothes on me, and I don't think I want to keep any of the t-shirts. That just doesn't seem like they're going to be... They're not going to be the thing we choose to wear, given the choice. We're going to want to wear one of the sweatshirts or something. But let's just tear down these t-shirts, even though they were pretty high in quality. How much do these even weigh? Half a kilogram each? Okay, that's not too bad. At least we're making progress on getting rid of some of our inventory. It is going to get dark very fast, and when that happens, we won't be able to do this anymore. Because you do need light. Ooh, let's see if we can repair this this hat. Yep. Failed that. Okay, try again. Failed again. There we go. Succeeded that time. And it's at 100%. Nice. Ooh, 0% on the jeans, so we'll have to harvest those. No repairing something that's gotten to 0%, unfortunately. And I'm willing to bet it's probably too dark to repair now. But we were talking about repairing one of these shoes. Probably this one. Let's see. We'll see if it'll let us. Oh, looks like it. Not quite dark yet. Nice. Would love to get one more repair in.
I feel so tired.
Yeah, we're tired. Yeah. Nice, we did get the last repair in. So those are 83% now, which means they are much better than the ones we were currently wearing. By a lot. So we will go ahead and break those down as well for the cured leather, so we can repair our shoes again if we get attacked a second time, or a third time, or a fourth time, or whatever number we're up to at this point. Alright, that should have helped our inventory a tad. Not enough. We're still at 53 kilograms. Alright, well, let's sleep. That will help. You can tell because we're out of 16 right now, and it keeps going down as we get more tired. So we'll see how it looks once we've rested. And, oh, you know what? We definitely want to eat and drink first. That would go very poorly for us if we just decided to go to bed in our current state. I'm going to drink a little bit of water and then finish it off with some sodas. And we should also just eat something. How about the banged up pork and beans? 600 calories, not too shabby. I want to save that peanut butter. 900 calories in one item is really efficient. I'll just store that in the garage. Okay, 10 hours of sleep. If we can get it, I'd love to get that. And we'll see how our movement is after we wake up fully rested. Okay, very nice. Sun is rising. Excellent. We are thirsty again. So we'll drink a soda. And we should probably drink a coffee. I know it's cold, but it'll still help. All right, and we get fatigue reduced because we drank some coffee, which is nice. All right, how is our carry weight after we've rested? Back up to 30, which is our maximum. Great. 51 out of 30, which means we're still slow. We're still very slow. I'm going to probably drop that climbing rope. It weighs a lot, and we may never find an area where we want to climb up, so I can probably drop these flares too, huh? No reason to keep those, they were ruined. And yeah, the 5 kilogram climbing rope, that's gonna go on the floor. I know where it is if I ever want to come back and get it, but that did increase our movement speed by quite a bit, which is nice. All right, let's see if we've got wolves out here, shall we? Or a bear. I mean, hey, could be a bear. We don't know. Don't see one. We could map again if we want. We didn't move very far, but we'll probably get some new area. Oh wow, it is very cold out here. I did not realize. I did not realize just how cold it was. Look at our temperature. Going down 3 pips, even with all the clothes we have on. So you know what? I'm gonna come in here. And while I'm waiting to warm back up again, let's see if we can repair our clothes a little bit more. 86, 81. It's very inefficient to repair those. I could repair the 70% parka, which would help quite a bit. Let's try that. We have a lot of cloth. The main concern is that we only have one sewing kit, and when it breaks, we're done, which is unfortunate. Thermal underwear is decent. Shoes are fine now. Socks are looking good. Our hats are fine. Yeah, that's probably all I want to repair. How is our temperature? We're getting there. And how is our effective warmth bonus? Plus 12%. Nice. Or not 12%. 12 degrees Celsius. And 3 degrees Celsius windproof bonus is also pretty good. Okay, well, I'm thinking about how we want to finish up the episode here. And I think what I want to do is just get back to the garage. Let's see if we can manage that, huh? I'm actually going to come out here and look left just briefly. Okay, good. It's less cold out here, too. The wind has stopped while we were repairing our clothes, so we're not losing heat nearly as fast. That's great. Let's go see what this corpse is that these birds are circling, and then we will walk over to the garage. And I don't mind traveling out on the lake. It does mean we have better visibility for predators, which will be nice. On the other hand, there are more predators on the lake, typically. So, you know, bonuses and pluses and minuses, let's put it that way. There is a wolf over there, but he's pretty far away. Not too worried about him at the moment. But I do want to see what this corpse is. If it is a deer, I wouldn't mind harvesting it, but we will get very cold doing so. Lots of deer out there, though. Live deer, I mean. Okay, what are you circling, birdies? Is this just a guy? Yeah, looks like it's a guy. Okay. Let's grab a couple more crow feathers while we're here. Takes only a second to pick those up. Oh, another hunting knife. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. We've been very lucky with the hunting knives. Okay. Was that a wolf in with the deer, or am I seeing things? Right behind this deer on the right, there was something that didn't look like it had antlers, but that might have just been because of the way it was turned. Yeah, okay. It's just a deer with a very small set of antlers. No offense, buddy. And the way he was turned probably meant that I just couldn't see the antlers very well. Alright, it is kind of foggy, so we can't see too well, but more birds here. Let's head in that direction. And we're on our way back to the garage. Looks like there's something in the snow right over here. It might be some wood or something. Or maybe it could just be a branch, too. If it's a branch, we won't stop for it. Looks like it is a branch, yeah. And again, I keep saying this, but we need to keep a lookout for saplings as well. The earlier we can get those, the better. And I haven't noticed any yet. And for all I remember, I could have walked right by one and just not paid attention, but I haven't noticed one. Ooh, frostbite risk already? We're not even low on temperature yet. That surprises me. Another guy here. We'll check him out, see what he's got. Couple more feathers. He's got feathers. Nothing. Alright. There's a wolf right there. You can see him. So maybe we'll move into the road again. I don't know if the road makes for faster walking or not. It may. It may be a little faster walking on the road than the lake. Which, given that we're already at risk of frostbite, would not be a bad thing. Okay, we checked out that car. You can tell because I left the hood open. Which is actually a decent idea. I mentioned that early on in one of the episodes, I think. That if I leave the hood open, I might remember that I've searched that car already. You know what? Let's get out a flare. I have 2 of them, and I really don't want to deal with a wolf attack right now. For a couple reasons. First of all, because it'll take time. Secondly, it'll damage my clothes, which I just repaired. And thirdly, because if I do fight a wolf, I'll probably injure him pretty badly because I have a hatchet and a knife. And if I do that, I'll be tempted to track him down and take his hide and meat. And if that happens, then I'll get distracted and I'll probably get frostbite. And, you know, it'll be a whole thing. So let's save myself from myself and just avoid any wolf entanglements at the moment. Go away. Alright, that worked. That was a wolf we hadn't run into before, apparently. He hadn't learned that we're really not that scary. We'll keep the flare lit in case we run into another one that hasn't met us before. Eventually, we're going to be out of wolves that haven't met us. and then we'll be in real trouble. But hopefully by then, we'll have a rifle or bow and arrow or something to make them a little bit more wary of us. Or a flare gun. Flare gun would be nice.
Can't feel my feet.
You know, I used to, months ago, when I played this game, before the last update, I used to find flare guns with pretty good regularity. But I haven't found any since the patch. That could very well just be bad luck. Or they could have made flare guns much more scarce, which would also be sensible. Because they were quite powerful for scaring away wolves and bears and stuff like that. I mean, hit a bear straight in the nose with a flare gun, and he will leave. He will not be thrilled about it. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that. Just practicing my wolf scaring off skills. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and claim that. Quonset Garage should be getting somewhat close, I hope. No, actually, I think we still got quite a ways to go. Maybe. Let me look over this ridge. Yeah, okay. We've still got a little ways to go to get to the garage. This is a different track, which we should take sometime. That leads up to a, like a fort, I believe. If I'm remembering correctly, that leads up to like a fort that you can explore that has some decent loot in it sometimes. So we should definitely check that out. We will probably end up checking out this entire map, and we'll probably have to leave the map as well to get all the supplies we need. We might not need to. We probably could get all the supplies we need by sticking in the area, but it will take longer. And given that apparently stuff gets more dangerous the longer you're in this challenge, I am reluctant to do that.
I'm so hungry in my life.
Yeah, you're hungry. Okay, I get it. I get it. Really would just like to get back to the garage so that I can drop some of this gear off and not cart it around every time I go anywhere. And it also just makes me feel good to see some progress on that journal entry. You know, some of those items will get filled out. Probably not completed, but at least partially filled out, and at least we can see what kind of progress we're making, if any. If any. I mean, we've for sure made some progress. We found some rifle bullets, for one thing. Got some water. Have some food. Made some bandages. So yeah, we're making progress.
So cold.
We are definitely at risk of frostbite. We might have gotten that early frostbite risk, now that I think about it, because we don't have any gloves, so our fingers might be getting very cold. I just haven't found any yet. So, and we're not going to be able to make any unless we start hunting rabbits, which is a very late game thing for us, especially on this challenge. We'll need a bow and arrow. Or some rocks, I guess, if I can get better at hitting them with the rocks. Yeah, we still got a little ways to go to get to the garage. We came a long way. We sort of take a shortcut because we went straight across the lake. It's a little bit of a longer route going down the road here. But hopefully a tad safer, maybe? I don't know. We ran into a wolf already on it, so maybe not. I assume I'm slow. I didn't pass it, did I? I don't think so, but maybe? No, I didn't. No, there's no way, right? Unfortunately, I'm not as familiar with this map as I probably should be. I know generally where stuff is, but my bearings are not as good as I'd like. No, I think we're still going the right way. Should we check out this car? I mean, it's right here, right? Energy bar, orange soda, cool. Check the back. Never know, could have a rifle, right? Did the one time. We did heat up a little bit while we were sitting in the car. Not enough to help us with the hypothermia risk or anything, but a little bit.
Dive, I don't want
Okay, so I think right up here is where the garage is. We will, we'll see. Our flare is about to run out, so if we do run into another wolf, well, we'll have to pop another one, I guess. And hope it's not the one we already ran into. The ones that we already ran into, I should say. I could stop and eat something, but...
Damn it. So hungry.
It probably is slowing us down that we're hungry, but I really want to just get inside. It's unlikely that the 10 seconds it would take me to eat something would be the amount of time it would take for a wolf to find me, but you never know. It just feels very vulnerable to sit out in the open eating something out of a can. I don't think you'd ever do that if you were in the situation... There's the garage, okay. I don't think you'd really... If you were in the situation for real, I don't think you'd sit in the middle of the snow, no matter how hungry you were, and pop out the can opener, and dig into a can of cold pork and beans if your option was, let's walk another 50 meters, and there's a wolf right there. If your option was to walk another 50 meters instead, and be able to eat inside, and possibly even heat it up. I do not want that wolf to see me. He did. Crap. Maybe he didn't, actually. He's just howling. He might not have seen me. Okay. The wolf that responded to him was decently far away, so this may be the only wolf nearby. Which is good and bad. It's good because there's only one wolf. It's bad because it might mean that this wolf is the only wolf in the area and he's the one we've run into before. He was right over this ridge. Yep, there he is. Crap, I jumped. I jumped when he did that. Leave me alone. I'm going inside. I'm gonna see if I can just back up to my doorway without having to throw it at him in case he is one we've run into. And just get inside before he can work up the nerve to charge. Yep, good. Nice. Ooh, okay. I jumped at that. I had a mini heart attack when he snarled at me there. Okay, let's let's drop some stuff off and end the episode. Now, I'm going to store things in these lockers here because they can hold 30 pounds each, which is really nice. Let's open this one first. Okay, yep, nothing in it. All right, so this locker will be food. Let's put that in. Let's see, where's food? There we go. And I'm just going to shove everything in there right now. We'll sort it out in a bit. Transfer all. Transfer all. That only took a little bit more than 10 of my 30 kilograms. That's nice. That'll be food. And then this one will be first aid, maybe? What do we think? Let's put some first aid in here. And yes, I'm aware, this is what killed me last time. But for now, at least, I will try to remember to grab some stuff out of here before I leave. First aid and tools, maybe? Should I put my cloth in here? Let's put my cloth in here, too. And yeah, let's put my tools and stuff in as well, and wood. Okay. And then the third one, what should we put in here? Maybe extra clothes? I mean, it doesn't help us with the challenge at all, but at least I'm not carrying it around then. And it's available if I need to break it down or replace something that gets broken or worn in an attack. Make sure I don't put anything in that I'm currently wearing, which is fine. Okay, we're under our 30 by quite a bit now. Excellent. We just have some random tools on us, and that's it. Let's grab enough food to eat and drink. We'll grab maybe a liter of water. And let's also take like an energy bar and a granola bar. And maybe we'll take my coffee with me too, because that just doesn't count as calories. And same with the tea. We can heat that at some point. And one more can of dog food. Okay. Let's eat. Yeah, the granola bars don't do much, do they?
Have a drink
And the last thing, which is the dog food, and then we'll drink. And then we'll call it an episode. It's been, again, a little bit longer than I have been doing, but maybe that's what you guys would prefer. Let me know. Again, got that little bit of liquid from the dog food, which is kind of gross. Okay. Let's check out our journal before we end. 3.5 days, or 3.9 days of food, almost 4 days of food out of 15. Not too bad, actually. No softwood or hardwood, we used it in the fire earlier. 8 reclaimed wood out of 30, 6 sticks out of 50. No tinder yet, but we have lots of newspaper. 7 out of 10 bandages, we can finish those off with the cloth we have. No matches stored, because they're in my inventory still. We could actually change that if we wanted to. Our rifle cartridges are still in our inventory. Our hatchet is in our inventory. No lantern yet. About almost 6 liters of water, and no lamp oil, because that's also in our inventory still. Let's go ahead and shove that in there. We'll put 2 of our knives in as well. And our rifle bullets for now, because we don't have a rifle, might as well. We can throw some tinder plugs in there. And some matches, because we don't need all those on us either. We should keep 1 matchbook, though. We do. Okay, good. Anything else? The flare can go in there. It'll just disappear. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay. So now, if we check our inventory, or our journal, I should say, we have all the matches we need. You can see a little check mark denoting that that's true. 3 rifle cartridges, and 6 tinder out of 25. So we are making progress. And 0.1 liters of lamp oil. That's going to be hard. We got to find lots of lamp oil. All right, thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you are enjoying the playthrough. I'm going to step outside real quick to save the game and step right back inside before we can get killed. And I will wish you well, and once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this run, starting the challenges, and I will see you next time very, very soon. Thank you, and I will see you next time in the Long Dark.